What's up everybody, RyFX here again, and today I'll be reviewing the Sideshow Collectibles 1/6 scale Star Wars Darth Vader. On the front of the box we have like this etching of Darth Vader's helmet, and on the bottom we see Sideshow 6 scale. Now we'll turn the box a bit. Here we see on the side to the very right some more of that etching that comes along, and we see Star Wars Darth Vader. And we'll turn it to the back. Now here on the back of the box we have the Darth Vader figure with the Death Star window background with all the credits and cautions on the bottom here. I personally love the back a lot more than I do the front, and we'll turn it up more a bit. We're introduced to this picture of the figure with the Anakin head and the removed helmet, and once we remove that we just have the clamshell here. Now here's all the accessories to the figure. Up on the top we have a unlit lightsaber, next to that we have a Anakin head, and then we have 8 hands to go to the figure. 6 of these hands are right hands, and then only 2 are left. Now here's a closer look at all the hands. On the top left we have kind of a slightly open hand, and next to that we kind of have this like Jedi trick hand, wandering hand, or whatever you want to call it. Next to that kind of have a slightly open hand, and then next to that we have basically the same thing but on the left, and then below that we have a fisted hand, and next to that we have a lightsaber holding hand, and then next to that we have the right side of the fisted hand we saw before, and then we have a "You've Been a Naughty Girl" Leia wandering figure, or waving finger. Now here's a closer look at the unlit lightsaber. It's pretty accurate. It's just meant to be held on Darth Vader's belt, or he could just put it in his hand unlit. The only inaccuracy about this is this little nub up on the top. If you see that silver thing where the lightsaber should be lit, that's not in the movie. It's just there's one prop that had that, but it was never featured in the movie. Now here's the Anakin head. This thing just looks incredible. There's so much detail on the inside of the mask area, and with all the scars around his face and the black around his eyes and the scar on the back of his head, and you can even see all these little bumps on his head, which look crazy on how they could put that much detail in this thing. The only thing that concerns me is that since Darth Vader's a Sith, shouldn't his eyes be like yellow instead of that blue color that he has right here? Not sure, since we only see him unmasked at the very end of Return of the Jedi. Now here's the display of the removed helmet. The top of the helmet and the faceplate of the helmet are two separate pieces that just sit upon this base here. Now here you can see how the base lights up. It just lights up from where the top of the helmet is sitting. Now here's a better look at the detail on the mask. You can just see the top, all the circuitry and stuff. Just looks crazy. And here on the inside you can see what Darth Vader sees in his helmet. Just a crazy amount of detail on it. Just incredible. Now here's the figure in all of its glory. He's standing on that base with the Sith symbol, and it lights up a red color, which looks incredible. His leg pads, helmet, and the piece around on his chest are like have a glossy paint job to it, and his bodysuit from his pants to his chest and his arms are kind of like a stretchy leather or pleather type material, and they kind of bunch up around the legs a little bit, but if you have him with his legs bending or something, it doesn't look all that bad. And a cool thing is that I guess it's his breathing apparatus or something, all that lights up around his belt and on his chest. You could kind of see the lights blinking in the stop motion here. And his lightsaber doesn't light up, but it kind of seems a little too thick, just the way it looks. And another negative side is that his arms seem a little too skinny. I don't know if it's because of the way the gloves look. They look a little bit too thick. But yeah. Now here's some video of the figure, so I could show the lit parts of the figure and a little bit more of a close-up view. And those lights just start up from a flick of the switch on his back, and the lights on the base has batteries in it already, and you just have to pull a tab and it'll activate and turn on for you. This thing just looks amazing, and he stands around almost 14 inches tall. Darth Vader was a tall character in the Star Wars series. Now I'm going to do some elbow articulation. It's about all the way as much as he could go right now, and it's going to go all the way straight, and his shoulder is about as far as it could go up right now. And I also like to mention that the way I had his leg bent is about all he could go until he could go straight up. I have to say at the end of this review that this figure is absolutely incredible. It runs around $250, and if this had a Hot Toys brand on it, it would have easily been $100 more, around $350, due to all the lit up accessories, extra head sculpt, and just how tall the figure is. That's how much it would have ran if it was a Hot Toys brand. But this is just a Sideshow brand figure, and it has at least the same level of a Hot Toys figure. It's just incredible. And I also like to mention that all the hands that you get with this figure come with the wrist peg, which is fantastic. The only gripe about this figure is his skinny arms and maybe the lit lightsaber, but that's just my little thing about it. But yeah, if you're a Star Wars fan or a Darth Vader fan, this is a must-have. This is probably the best Darth Vader figure I've ever seen. And yeah, you get a lot with this figure. I'm absolutely astounded by it. So, I hope you found this review a little bit helpful. And I'd like to thank you for watching and supporting me in watching it. And yeah, I hope to do some more of these one day. And thank you all for watching. Hopefully I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.